Hello, my name is Vitor Maciel. I am a PhD student at the State University of Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, and this is the presentation of my abstract entitled Management of Sustainable Business Models by Brazilian Benchmarks, an analysis of the Corporate Sustainability Index questionnaires. In a general context, over the years, sustainability has become a topic of growing interest for companies, whether due to the increasing legal requirements or due to the intensification of social demands related to this topic. As a result, the number of organizations that adopt sustainable practices in their operations has grown, many related to environmental management, eco-efficiency, or corporate social responsibility programs. Although relevant in reducing these companies' negative socio-environmental impacts, such practices are insufficient in themselves to guarantee sustainable development in the long term. To achieve this result, many studies highlight the need for companies not only to adopt sustainable practices in their operations, but also to incorporate sustainability into their business models, thus promoting disruptive innovations in the market. As illustrated by the image on the slide, such disruptive changes have the potential to surpass merely incremental improvements, resulting in far better outcomes. In this sense, sustainable business models are particularly relevant. SBMs can be conceptualized in a simple way as business models that integrate triple bottom line considerations into their value mechanisms, including value proposition, value creation, delivery, and capture. As exemplified by the image in the slide, there are a number of relevant elements in the structure of an SPM, ranging from stakeholder engagement to performance management. But there is still limited understanding of how SBMs can operate at different levels within an organization. Although there is a large body of literature on SBMs, there is still little research that proposes a conceptual framework capable of explaining how companies incorporate sustainability into their business models in practice, which makes it difficult to operationalize the concept of SBMs at the corporate level. Contributing to the discussions on this topic, this study identified the main topics related to the implementation of SBMs in the Brazilian context. In addition, the degree of maturity of each of these topics was diagnosed among some of the companies with the best environmental performance in the country. To this end, the company's responses to the Corporate Sustainability Index questionnaire of the Brazilian Stock Exchange were analyzed. In this process, questions considered relevant to the object of study were selected, specifically those included in the section of the questionnaire entitled Business Models and Innovation. Subsequently, the different answer options for these questions were classified into different topics related to the subjects they addressed. At the end of the process, the relevance of each of these topics was assessed based on the rate of positive responses provided. In total, 8 topics were identified as relevant to the structuring and operation of SBMs: planning, governance, management, measurement, transparency, inclusion, proactivity, and effectiveness. The topic of planning presented proportionally the worst performance among the evaluated companies, indicating that even among companies considered to be benchmarks for corporate sustainability, there is still a gap in the integration of sustainability into the planning phase of SBMs. In turn, the topic of transparency stood as the best evaluated, suggesting that the studied companies consider active communication with stakeholders a priority in the structuring of the SBMs. Based on these results, this study has made it possible to study the main dimensions involved in the implementation of an SBM within Brazilian companies. In this way, it was possible to evaluate the mechanisms by which sustainability is inserted into the value structure of companies, providing a profile of the main strategies adopted by Brazilian benchmarks in the operationalization of the SBMs. Here are some of the main references used in the study. I am very grateful for your attention and I am available to answer any questions. Thank you very much.